like you, let me use you as an example. So I am using you as an example. I am using you as an example. Sasa, hi.
Look at your 10,000.
Look at no, I'm the Kikuyu in this one. I look at my 10,000. You look at your 10,000. You look at the space you're living. Yeah? You look at it again.
Why is it two places and it could be one? Why are you paying two landlords and you can
Why
pay
are we
one?
paying two landlords when we can pay this?
Yo guys, welcome to another video. It has been a while.
It's not been a while.
It has
Yes, it's been a while.
a week.
More than a week, maybe.
More than a week. Yeah. So thank you again guys for always supporting, liking the videos,
Sharing, commenting.
sharing.
We really appreciate. We from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes, and if you are watching us for the first time, I'm Tim
And I'm Mo
and welcome to our today's episode.
of Tim and Mo.
So what are we today? We're talking about family and
Ngoja
relationships.
kwanza. Sasa kwa nini nasikia baridi na mimi ndo sijavaa jumper?
Unasikia baridi?
See, that is what I'm saying. Now, today we are talking about something so similar. It's called a relationship. Any kind of a relationship you have with anyone. A neighbor, a friend, family member. Relationships in general. When do you know that you're doing too much?
Juja, I forgot to add Juja. There's that category of relationship.
Kuna ya Juja? Hiyo ya Juja wewe ndio utaongelea juu hata sijui ni gani. Anyway, when do you know that it is already too much or you overdoing things that you should slow down simply because somebody can catch up? But because you do them, they tend to sit down, fold their arms and just assume you're going to do it. You always do it, so you will do it. So when is that time? Like for example, you see, I've gotten to set, I know I'm feeling cold. I didn't carry a jumper, but all of a sudden I'm feeling cold and I need a jumper. Just because I've seen him with a jumper, what do you think? Should he give him my jumper?
Or should you stay strong?
Or should Nikai strong? One, for me, if I'm in Tim's shoe, I don't think I should give more the jumper. Why? I came from home. I was coming on set. I knew it's cold. I needed something to keep me warm. But I showed up without one, knowing that my brother's team will be wearing a jumper and I need one. So, do you think it's fair how people treat each other? He's my brother. He's human. He's feeling cold, but sasa niko hapa namwangalia akiwoye bro, si unipatie jumper. And because he's my brother, he will remove the hood and give me. But do you think it's fair? For me, I think it's unfair. What do you think? Wait, tupe kwanza za Juja before I ask. I add. Nimesikia kuna zingine zinaitwa relationships za Juja.
So before let's keep the strongest one to so I think for business. There's business relationships.
Yes.
There is family relationships. But of course you can't stop family relationships.
There are relationships you can choose and they're the ones you just got yourself into. You can't choose your neighbor, you can't choose your family member. Those are already there. Like mutaka too strong.
It's a business. Two people come. I know of a story. Two people are running a business.
Yes.
Then the first person is always there. The second one,
ni kama hako ni kama hayuko.
Yes. So you and at the end of the day they want to split. So what would you do?
That is when that's what I want exactly to know. When do you know? Kwa sababu now wewe ushajua You know, if I don't wake up and open the shop, let's say for example we have a shop, tunauza maziwa. I know I need to wake up in the morning, mmoja aende atafute maziwa na mwingine abaki kwa duka akiuza mkate, just in case there are those people who bought milk yesterday but they need a loaf of bread. But now, because we always have that one party that stays and waits for everything to be done and expects to have a share.
So what is the best thing if you are doing business, if I'm doing a business with someone and you're not putting in effort,
when do you know it's time to quit?
I'll just quit the moment I see and don't give it.
But you know, sometimes, okay, you've registered together, you've put a lot of effort in it, you have worked. At a point, there was a teamwork. Agree?
Yes.
There was a point there was a teamwork.
Walikuwa
naamka asubuhi and there was that teamwork where watu walikuwa naamka and they put an effort in it. But along the way somewhere, I don't know what happens, but people tend to slow down. Alafu wana slow down and then that is where somebody else steps in. The person, one of the parties, kuna kuwaga tu na mmoja who steps in and then pulls everything together or pushes everything, and things look like they are working, even if they are not with the same energy that they started, but unajikuta umefika hiyo place. So what do you do? Like, I want my view, let me just know what is the right time to, do I quit or do you close up and just decide whatever we've done, let's call it a lesson?
I think the best thing, because I've had so many people doing business with people is very hard.
Very.
So most of the time I just avoid doing business with friends.
Yes. You know,
because most of the time, you know, when you are two people, you don't have a common goal. The moment your goal starts going sideways, even if you try, the try will be wasting. But if it's not working, I would suggest that you just move to another thing. If it's not, because you'll waste, by the time you quit,
it will have wounded you.
Yeah, and you have wasted a lot of time,
energy,
maybe money,
energy, resources,
yes.
Your thinking, your time. I know, I think there's that just time where you know this is not working. You can just feel it.
Yeah. So if it's not working,
you stop working. No, but it's not. It doesn't go that way all the time. But I just want to know, wait, is it wrong when I just realize I think this is our relationship, business is not working, so let us just stop. Or let us stop forcing things. Tuache kulazimisha. You know, it's the worst thing when you're forcing things and they're not falling in place.
Okay. Business aside.
Yeah, family.
Family, we can start from the major family.
Yes.
It's called most families, there are these common things that a family gets. There's always the uncle.
There are two types of uncle.
There actually
there are two types of major uncles. Type 1, the responsible uncle who always used to show up to kiwa wadogo with mkate na maziwa. And then we have the other one who is ule uncle anakuanga ever late. Anakuanga na promises and he always shows up the same every time you meet until today. Every time you meet, he has a story of whatever he's doing, whatever he's looking into doing, but he's always late.
Another uncle, alcohol and uncle.
Sindio huyo ni uncle late anakuaga tu ever.
And Uncle S tends to promise a lot of
maliza shule.
High school.
Nikutafutie kazi.
Engineer.
Kwa kampuni yetu.
But I think the most common family problems, most families have land scandals.
Yes.
And it's very sad, even it gets to people killing each other and hating each other.
Let's just talk about it when it starts with hate. You know,
and sadly is after maybe the father passes, especially the dad. When the dad
yes, you know, when the dad is still alive, they tend to keep and protect the family and try to keep everything together. But now after the head, you know, a dad is the head. So just imagine you without the head. You'll be walking aimlessly. You don't know where you are headed.
Sheep without shepherd.
Thank you.
But you know what? So there's these two types of people in such scandals. There are those who decide to cut off the family and they leave them. Now you go and fight whatever. Fight me, I'll go to the city. I'll go elsewhere.
I will live my life.
I'll make my own wealth.
I don't want to inherit anything. I'm fine.
And there's the other one. Even they kill each other. They are always in the police station. You can't even. You can't even imagine they are related by blood. They are fighting.
They are always showing each other. Wanaoneshananga moto
So
sana.
if you are, those are men most of the time. If you're in that situation, what would you do?
For me,
let's say there's not necessarily somebody has died, but there's some inheritance family thing that.
For me, I personally speaking on my behalf, I don't think I have the right to fight over things that I didn't work for. Okay, it might have a title to me, but I will fight for something. I went to the shop and I purchased, and then you want to get it from me, you know, rather than a sticker that is sticked on something that I don't know. I think, okay, it's fair enough to get the shares and everything. It's okay. But if it gets to family hating each other and fighting and I don't know what, I just prefer to just lay low.
At the same time, do you know it's not, even most cultures, most African cultures, it's not a good thing if your family, not to share, if your family wealth is misused. Maybe someone just sells it, or even that land, some people have been buried there. It's good, I think it's good to fight, but don't fight. At least find a way to make sure
you're doing it in a civil way.
And no, you don't lose the family wealth, because your time will come. Because if you assume it, if you just walk away,
then everybody else will walk, and then there's that
even that place you're calling home will no longer be home.
True.
Because you have so many memories there. So it's always good to avoid the
conflicts.
So guys, you can always tell us if you have experienced some land. I don't think in our family, maybe in the extended family, but in our immediate family we don't have any.
You are my immediate family member.
I don't have any land.
You are my immediate family member.
Another relation. There is divorce now.
The sad part.
The divorce thing also. Yeah, you'll find a parent. Maybe the parents they fight, they divorce. Then most of the time the kids go with the mom. So that's one. It affects the kids a lot.
It
so
affects
for
the
lady,
society.
do you think it's okay for a man to
again? I'm about to be stoned. Please, Mawendo Gondogo. This is it. I believe at a certain age. That is why I think the court gives a certain age limit for your parents or the government to decide for you. But when you get to a certain age, again, you are allowed to make your own decision. But still, it does a lot of damage, because I might not be able to decide I want to stay with my dad. But yes, we have those things that we refuse as families, that we create bonds. I bond more with my mom than my dad. Not that I don't like my mom, but I tend to bond with him more. And
so, but I think now the problem is in our country, because I know in the States, the kids' rights, the family courts, even when a poor person, there's a divorce in a poor family, it's handled.
It handles much better.
By law, the kids will have support from the government.
But still, they have to stay with the mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you are in a house, in Kenya, there's this thing of the husband just chases away the wife and the kids. Then they go to Shago. Then life becomes so difficult. So many people. I have so many friends who have been raised
in a life, especially it affects you because you used to live a certain way, and now all of a sudden you have to adapt to a new way of living.
The States, when that happens and they are kids, the man, even if you bought that house, you're the one who is supposed to. So I think that one is the government and our laws, because we find so many family relationships, so many kids end up, the moment you go back to poverty, you can continue like that. Some of them even being the mother will even leave them in their grandmother's place, and literally maybe they go and become street children.
It's very unfortunate. And I think we have lost the value of family and friendships, and just to make sure your brother is your friend, your sister is your friend. It's not just that I got myself here, then I have to live with this person. You need to make this person your friend, so that even if whatever happens or what happens, you have that touch of not just my brother, but he's also my friend. He can come and talk to me.
Yeah. So I think instead of being strict on wearing masks, I think they are supposed to be strict on, there are things that it's so strict. It does not make sense.
Corona has just gotten himself in this trouble.
Family courts. Those are the things that are supposed to be following up. It's very bad, but every day you read somewhere a lady she has been chased out of the house with the kids. She goes to the streets, she finds some cash, she goes back to her grandmother's place.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I think the government is supposed to be strict on the family courts and the rights of the children.
It's not, and this is where sometimes we argue when we say the house is left for the lady. I don't think it should be put like that.
The kids
should be given the home under the care of the mom.
Yes.
Until it is time for them to just be able to do things by themselves. But CRT, now that we have this mentality in Africa, unfortunately. I will get married and then I will get divorced. Sinitaachiwa nyumba. Yes, we have. So I think also when we are thinking at that direction, we should think instead of it is just a house that nitaachiwa nyumba, it should be for the kids, strictly for the kid, and you are a caregiver.
And there's people who are following up on their welfare.
I'm here and I'm taking care of these kids until they get into adulthood. They are 18 and above, and then they can make their decisions. But history ukisema tena, the government should look into it, my opinion. They should look into it, and then wengine wetu,
no, but
it will work out differently.
There's always because it works out there, because the thing is just someone's decision to become men are strong and men are the head of the family. That thing is the one
they have a leadership tag on them, and then they are the main decision makers.
Men might hate, but I don't think it's I think it's fair. I think once you have a house, don't that's not yours, that's for your kids.
And that is what I've always said.
If something happens between the two of you,
then that is the two of you.
Don't let your kids suffer.
Yeah, because these two are a product of your decisions.
Yes.
It's true. If you didn't decide to come together, then they won't be there suffering.
All right. So, guys, share your views about
what do you think? Should we
divorce? And okay, now the third and the most interesting part. It's called Juja. We have done.
I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for that, Juja. Nilikuwa naona umeniweka. I was waiting for you like this. See a court issue.
We have done business relationships, family, intermediate family relationship. Yeah. Now there's Juja relationship. That one is.
See me waiting for this. Hadithi. You should start like with hadithi because this one I'm very sure not so many people know about. Hadithi.
So the hadithi.
Njo's
just around something we call come and we stay. Do you know I read an article the other day. Yeah. Right now the government kinda recognizes come we stay.
Yes, after 6 months. Whether you like it or not, I am stuck with you, Oga.
When do you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 months, yeah.
Hata haujifanya haunioni ati umenisahau kwa hiyo nyumba. We are married.
So give me a guess some of the challenges that you have seen. You know that's called the learning phase, and it's called Juja because that's where people go to school.
Juja so you
school. It's a school in general, you know.
So you
that's a whole community apart from the university and everything. So we find so many young people there
who have decided that they are in love.
Yeah.
So
that's the final, the last one. Okay, just guess some of the challenges that happen in Juja.
Or the challenges.
Yeah.
I'm guessing,
Yeah.
I've heard a few stories. This is what happens. Let me use you as an example. So I am using you as an example. I am using you as an example. Sasa, my parents are in Western. Wako Kitale. So my brother comes to Nairobi, and Nairobi, relatives wako everywhere, but now mimi tu ndo najua penye kibe yako. So my team decides, because we send an allowance of a certain amount, to say we send, let's say 10,000 just for rent. That is how it starts, right? And then there is more now from the other side of the world. Nimetoka tutoke wapi?
Nyanza province.
Tumetoka Central. Acha mimi nitoke Central. So mimi nawe niko Central, na pia mimi my parents wananipatia 10,000. Hi.
Look at your 10,000.
Look at no, I'm the Kikuyu in this one. I look at my 10,000. You look at your 10,000. You look at the space you're living. Yeah? You look at it again.
Why is it 2 places and it could be one? Why are you paying 2 landlords and you can
Why are we paying 2 landlords when we can pay this 10,000 and split? First, it starts, you can be my... How does it start? You can be my housemate.
No. It does not go there. We go straight to the point.
How does it start?
It does not start at your house.
Yes. I'm trying to be nice.
You jump straight to the
fire.
No fun.
No fun. Vum ndani ya moto. Kiumane.
So you split rent. Now you're officially by the government recognized.
Lakini sasa hapa
come we stay couple.
Bado mjafika miezi 6. Hapa kuna ile 10,000.
Then you
10,000.
I pay the 10,000, then you go and do hair with your 10,000. And then always for your hair.
That is after uwezi anza hiyo tabia na first month very good. 10,000 tunanunua food. Tunafanya vitu pamoja, and then we make decisions about this 10,000. Second month, third month, very good people. Hata tunaendanga campus. Tunafika pale kwa gate tunaambiana see you. 5 months, 6 months, we are still very, very good. 7 months, my 10,000 suddenly disappears. I show up with a Brazilian.
You'll be told, other men are working. Why am I a lady and I'm paying rent? We've had the example. So the boyfriend covers for the bills and shopping, and they go out. Who are you?
Sasa wewe ndio umerushiwa hiyo grenade. Ba.
My lady. No problem.
I got you.
Your father, the way you have added 6 other units from nowhere.
You wait.
Yeah, I never did that. I'm just saying.
No. You wait. Am I the father in this story?
I will never.
It's just asking so that I can relate.
For them.
For the people.
I'm not saying. That's not my history at all.
I just want to know if I'm the father in
the father
this.
Or the elder sisters, they can handle
Yes. I just wanted to know if I'm the father or the sister in this story. So I'm not the one. Okay, continue.
Or if you are creative enough, start now. Nairobi life.
What is Nairobi life?
You skip classes, you go to work. Then you have your friend to sign for you your classes. Your spirit is in class, but your body is out there looking for money.
Simply because you are married to this your age
You're
mate.
becoming responsible.
Who told you need to become a responsible boyfriend? Husband now that you are 6 months.
We had 10,000. You had 10,000.
For
We decided to pay one landlord. Now we are deciding the man is the one who is supposed to do that job. It's progress. That's the progress in Juja.
okay.
So when is the right time to stop that one?
I don't know. I don't
Is it right? Do you think?
No, this
although some of us are even maybe we exist because our parents did that in Juja. They saw this rent thing.
It is not working.
There's no need to pay 2 landlords and you can pay one of them.
All of a sudden, we are stuck together for the rest of our lives.
But I don't know. Do you think that's a good life?
I don't think so.
I think it's a very good life.
It is not.
You learn lessons.
Which lessons?
You learn. By the time you are 30, you're third floor there, you have experience.
Experience in
you know
what?
These people, you know how to, you have done so many
Which people?
You know, sometimes doing stupid things is good. Because when you're now old enough, when your parents now tell you officially that 10,000 is no longer there.
Or more.
Now, at least now you know how to deal with some situations. You can sit down with your sister in the future and talk about.
Oh, now you're giving yourself as an example.
But I would not recommend. I don't recommend it at all. People are supposed to go to school. Watu wa Juja, people should start.
No signing. Watu wa Juja.
No signing.
Because I think they can relate more to what you're talking about.
Okay, so that was the third form of relationship.
Okay, so
it's not bad, but it's happening.
But when do you need to know it is time to stop? Because it is draining me. It is draining my soul.
For young people, I think when it's more of drugs than hard work.
Oh, so drugs also are involved in it.
Yes, because if you're in somebody and most of the time you're just alcohol and those weird. Do you know that in Juja liquor stores operate 24/7 and they are active? It looks like here it's from 6. That is back then. It's a very, very profitable business. People don't even mind opening it. Besides, they all make profit.
They say the cake is big.
Yeah. So if you have a rich parent, use that money to invest. Use that money to
do something. Or just don't try to do something with the money. Just go and learn.
Don't make someone else save their rent.
And then finally they will show up with a Brazilian hair.
Juja relationship. So that was all.
No, I have this. Okay, we also have a relationship that is just like us ladies and you gents. We are friends. We are friends. You understand?
I know that one. That relationship, I'm very familiar with.
You have that familiar. Hey, bro, niaje, nisaidie 10 bob. I'm stuck in this and this, and I'm gonna sort you. And then 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, bro, you know. So when do you know that? And some of them are very, very good. You have these friends. Like, I'll give an example. There's a time I was stuck in another country and my visa expired. Oh, my visa, yes, it's expired. I can't remember if it was terminated or expired. Or the contract was terminated. So I have a certain period for me to get a new visa. And they're very good. The company was very good. They told me, we'll write you all the recommendations because it was our fault. We'll give you we'll write your recommendation letter. We'll give you release letters. We'll help you so that you can get a visa as quick as possible. So I said, fine. And I had this friend who was a local in this country. So I knew, because we've been friends, we've been talking, we've been lunching, we've been going for dinner. So this is the time I can ask if they're in a position of doing this. I'm telling you, that person never bothered. She or he never bothered to help me. You know, being a local, it's easier for you to get a visa. Nothing. And then God sent you other kind of friends. So we had met also friends from my country, from Africa generally. And then this is where they came through for me, like, in a way you don't even know how to repay this person. They went out of their way. We tried to get a new job. We got a new visa. We got new tickets to go and come back. You know, these friends that show that we can go an extra mile and help you. And then now, because of you being so nice and this happened, and then you realize now again, because you have become, I think there's a time you become over grateful, and then I don't know if there's something like that. Now you start crossing the line of being grateful, and then now you feel entitled to doing anything this person says. Just because I was stuck in the traffic at night, or my car broke down in the middle of the night, and I called you and you came and rescued me.
Doesn't mean you're supposed to.
Or I asked for money to help me with a breakdown, and then you send me and I repaid it. It doesn't mean I owe you something. Is that right?
So I think that one is more of men having ladies friends. But that thing never works.
But does it mean I owe you? After I've paid back,
most of the time,
this is it. You helped me. Maybe you came with your car or pulled me, and we used a certain amount, and I paid back. And now you act like, I extend my gratitude by asking you out for lunch or coming to your place for lunch or dinner. Does it make you over grateful, or do I owe you anything after I pay whatever services you offered?
It's just like someone who is doing an interview.
Yeah.
Most ladies, maybe someone connected you somewhere.
Yes.
Especially the man. Okay, men and women.
No,
I don't.
I'm talking about. Now let's talk about same gender.
Either way, I think at this age, you guys can share your views. Most relationships, especially if someone is not your mother or your sister.
Even your mother drops you at some point.
Yeah, it is you and yourself.
At a point, your mother just gets the ngoi off.
And yourself. So I think it's best to avoid.
No, you cannot avoid. It's human. It happens. I'm stuck in somewhere. You are not around that I will call you Kibe.
Keep to the right people.
Yes, that is my point. When do you know it is time to stop? Because this thing it's draining me.
Just keep the right people.
Or
keep yourself. Keep Jesus. I don't know.
What do you mean keep Jesus?
I think people will.
Why you don't know if you're keeping right people or wrong people until you plan a surprise for some people, and then you surprise yourself. You find yourself in the surprise party alone, and you're asking God, why am I in this party alone? What did I do? So when do you get to know these are the right people?
I think people should now help us in the comments.
Yes, let us know. When is it right for? It doesn't matter which relationship. When does it stop feeling like you owe somebody something just because they did something for you in the past? When does it stop? When do you draw the line? Like, it is time to stop. It's time to stop asking for money from people. And it's time for me to stop giving money to this kind of people. It is time for me to stop to give money to, for example, Tim. I've been giving you money, and I feel like I need to give you. When does it get to that point of sasa hiyo 10 bob nilikuwa nakupea, it feels like it's now too much. When do we get to that point as a family, especially minus friends, in the family? Because so many relationships are ruined because of small things. Juzi nilifanya yeye hakufanya. So when do we get to know? Because my mother gave me 10 shillings and I gave her 10 shillings back, it doesn't mean next time because I gave her now she can ask money from me and I have to give because last time she gave me. You get? I feel there is that kind of relationship that we have most of the time where people feel like because last time alinifanyia hivi, mimi siwezi fanya hivi. you feel like you uko na deni. It's not deni. If I was out to help, then we call it help. And if we are not calling it help, then that is the point you say you need to keep the right people.
Yes, you need to keep the right people.
And also avoid the Juja.
Not avoid.
Stop.
You know, nowadays the best way to advise young people, also young people, but
No, that's what I wanted to say, young people.
continue. You continue swimming in the fire until you are tired. Don't stop. Continue.
Out of the youngster himself.
Guys. So share your views. Also like this video. Subscribe. Until next time.
Ciao.
Goodbye.